and that the people in Quebec have been living a fraud all this time, thinking that they're sovereign whatever when you're not sovereign nothing. Because you know that it's not your land up there, because there's Aboriginal indigenous people in Quebec that's saying, you guys aren't Quebec. We're really Quebec. Quebec is an indigenous word. It's not French. It's indigenous. So they're playing their little game or whatever, right? They're doing their little thing. They're doing their little thing. As they do. Letting cats out the bags and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then pretend that, you know, it wasn't them because, you know, their assistant deputy, whoever is who replied, not really the minister. Right? So, you know, sweep the other guy under the bus, let him get run over, and the minister, she's free from the stuff. Right? Because they know that it's a game and they know that gig's up. Because everybody knows that either it's going back to the Aboriginal indigenous people, or it's earthquakes and all that stuff. Take your pick. Which one do you want? You worry about FEMA camps? You better worry about some volcano or whatever like that. You see all these stuff around here start opening up and start swallowing stuff, and you're gonna really realize what's up. Playing around, right? Islam and peace to you. Thank you for all the work that you do. Because of you, Taj, Raz, Miz, Anid, etc., I was inspired to nationalize. I put all 7 locations on notice, certified, everything. How long does it take to be acknowledged? Nothing has changed in my life. Peace and love, Islam. Najim Moral Bay. Well, one thing is that Moors have to remember that your proclamation and declaration of nationality is for you. You're the one that's Negro, black, colored. You're the one that needs to acknowledge. It's not them. If you don't acknowledge, don't think that they're going to acknowledge, because they're only acknowledged on the strength of you. Just like we say with the Moors who got visited by FBI and all that. Because of the strength of them saying, I'm a Moor, stand on their birthright, they went with, oh, I guess he's really a Moor. I guess he's not U.S. citizen. You know, have a nice day. We have to acknowledge that we're Moors. Right? Because if you don't acknowledge that you're Moors, then people see dead people. And that's what it is to them. Dead people. Just like the brother said, the sister from Nigeria. Yeah, backwards and stuff like that. We're not you guys. We're not what you guys are. We're totally different people. And then he had to coerce her to talk like, yo, I'm not like them ones. Like, I'm different. How much of them you ever hear ask about nationality? Well, actually, yeah, none of them or whatever. Okay, well, let me know. I give you a little, you know what I mean? Let me see how deep you really want to go with this or whatever. Oh, you know about Yoruba and all that stuff? Okay, all right, a little more. Shango and Obatalado. Give this guy rope. Give him rope. Give him rope. He knows something. He's not like them for real. Right? Then she revealed the stuff to him. Just because. You know. So the acknowledging. So it's like when you acknowledge, then stuff is gonna change in your life. Like you can't say I'm a Moor because, you know, like Brother Abdullah teaches, you know, and Moor said, when did you become a Moor? Oh, I became a Moor in 2000. Right? Right? It's becoming a Moor, like it's joining. You're a Moor. You just didn't know. You didn't have the consciousness that that's what it was about. Because we've been taught by people who look like us that, hey, you know, call yourself black and that's it. But now, if you still have black mentality and you have a nationality card or papers, you're still black. Because the what's written on the paper doesn't register here. This is why we tell people, we understand that these people are, you know what I mean, terrifying people. Make them think that, you know what I mean, oh my God, right? Tell people, it's all about your mindset. Because if you have the cards and you have a black mindset, they still got you. So they throw something out and you bite, that's hook in your mouth. And that's what it is. Hook in your mouth, you're out the water, game over. You're on the plate. Because of this. That's why they do so much. The dead people. The echelon dead people. That's why they do so much to keep their people dead. Keep them by any means necessary. Standing by the window with the shotgun and stuff like that. Right? By any means necessary. Deter these people away from Moors. Say anything. Tell them anything just so that they don't be Moors. Have them walk the line. Just like how with this question. Right? That, you know, you were inspired to nationalize. Bam, okay. Boom. Put the 7 people on notice. Bam, 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 bam. Everybody's on notice. And then everything pauses. Because you're waiting for something. When the same way you nationalized and the same way you put the 7 people on notice, the same way you're supposed to continue after you put the 7 on notice, now you continue whatever it is that you're doing to make you be inspired to nationalize, because something got you there. So now we're getting into the concept of people looking at it like there's an end to this. Like there's a finish line. Oh yeah, we passed the finish line. I got my papers after I crossed the finish line, so now I just gotta stand here and just hold my papers. Like, yay. We just passed the finish line. We're just gonna walk around the track for 50 years. We just walk around the track. Just walk around the track. You're not, about 500 Olympics pass. You still on the track and stuff like that? Are you walking on the track still? People don't beat your record 50 times or whatever like that. You still out here talking about you walking around? No, you're going to do something with what you got. So, don't wait. Don't hold back waiting for... Because these people aren't going to respond to you. Which is why you put them on notice. You didn't go to them to get something done. You let them know. But you're not supposed to wait for a response from them because they're not responding. Once you got your return receipt, it is what it is. Whatever they do with it is up to them. You have your return receipt that they got it. And then from that point, you're supposed to go on carrying on with your whatever you're doing. We push hard that after you do your 7 locations, whatever, put them on notice that you go back to studying. Because it ain't over. You know, you just put your toe in the rabbit hole. You thought that you got somewhere. They ain't nowhere yet. 0. You ain't gonna touch nothing yet. Like we said, there's Moors out there they're sending, oh good, yes, got it. They're sending mail for free. That's their activity. That's their activity. While you're waiting for papers to come from somebody who ain't no reply coming, there's Moors out there doing other stuff, and then you hear that, and well, send a survey, and then you're gonna go into the, send mail for free, and you thought that was shallow water. That's a whirlpool. What you do with why you touch the toes, 3 flips and the twist with the thing into a whirlpool? Oh, because you got anxious and you thought you heard something on the Ustream. Oh, is it free? Into the whirlpool. Talk about, I can't swim. Should be diving into stuff if you can't swim then. Simple as that. Right? Like you said in your own stuff. You were inspired. So that's why we do. We didn't do stuff for nobody go out there do anything. Right? This is inspiring you to go further. Brother Campbell, right? Brother Colin Campbell, right? Or Camb L. Right? These are people who waking up to find nationality, right? Maurice, right? Look at Maurice waking up finding about nationality. Oh yeah, we got another call. We got another one. Another college basketball legend. Jersey's retired and all that. Jersey's hanging in the stuff right now, 2016. Right? On the science. On nationality and birthrights. Knows that they're not Negro, black, colored. Ex-NBA as well. Ex-NBA. Right? Same concept. Same stuff that we saw with Brother Mobe. Like exact same theme, same. It's eerie. Like when we talked about Mobe going up against the fake Morrison, right? And having one of his, you know what I mean, best games ever. Same thing with the Moore that just came up, right? Bill, same thing. Same individual. The Moore who, we'll put this one out there, his name's also Eli. The middle name's Eli. Right, one of his middle names is Eli. College basketball, 2005. Just go check the record. If Eli comes up, that's him. Right? On birthrights and nationality. Has his jersey retired. That's how good he was.
I try to make plays, every game.
Singletary off the dribble. Singletary for the deuce and the tie.
Things, people won't think, I'll be able to do being I'm so little.
There's Singletary in it and done. Singletary down the lane. He threw it home with one hand.
I play with my mind, play with a big heart, so I'm able to do things that people might not think I'll be able to do.
Gives it right side. Joseph inside. The tip by Cade. Off the bounce, going inside. The running jump shot. He got it.
That was so memorable because nobody expected us to beat Duke at home. It was like David versus Goliath, and they were on top for most of the game, but we kept throwing rocks at them, and at the end we were able to knock them out with a big shot. It was just like it was yesterday. It seems like these years have gone by so fast. You can't get this time back, but it was definitely memorable, and that I was able to grow up a lot on the court and off the court. We won some big games my first year. Some great times in U-Haul we beat top 10 Arizona, and we had some embarrassing moments, but it was a growing process, and I think it helped, shape the program to where it is today.
Very sideline left, Singletary in traffic, pulls up 15, floats, runner, jump shot, good.
Just unbelievable.